I got on the scales in the bathroom this morning and discovered that I weigh more than I ever have in my life. This is the heaviest I've ever been. And in this current kind of lockdown world that we're living in, that's not that much of a surprise, I suppose, but it still was a bit of a shock. So that's a problem that needs fixing, and I figured the best place to fix this kind of private, personal problem is obviously on the internet, in an open forum, in a video. So welcome to episode 1 of JD's Big Fat Vlog. So it's not that surprising that there's people like me who are peaking as far as their weight's concerned at this point in the year. It's January 2021. We're nearly a year into lockdown. My industry has completely been turned on its head, and all of the stuff that I would usually do, like going and playing gigs, has disappeared. Going and visiting students has disappeared. So all of my calories that I would spend in my day-to-day have just disappeared. There's no outgoing calories. I don't get to run around on a stage anymore. I don't get to walk to my students anymore or walk around the school corridors, and all of that's disappeared. And that would be absolutely fine if the calorific intake had gone down with it, but it's not, because we're all at home, we're watching Netflix, we're giving ourselves treats because we deserve them, because it's the end of the world. So the calories have gone up and the calories that go out have gone down. So we're not doing as much and we're eating more. And that's a slippery slope, and my arse has got wheels on, quite clearly, because I'm right down there at the bottom. Not been this heavy ever before in my life. So I also sort of find, and I don't know how many people are like me in this regard, that I will prioritise stuff that I do for other people over myself. So I will make sure that my students are taken care of. I'll make sure that the live streams go out. I'll make sure that if I've got jobs to do for other people, like video editing, that's done. And I'll do that at the expense of my own well-being. Not because it's not the fault of those things, it's just my own internal way of prioritising stuff. So I figured that an interesting way of maybe hacking that, is to turn this into one of those things that's on my to-do list that needs some video editing and post-production and all that kind of stuff, right? So this is kind of my way of getting it further up my own priority list. I work really well to a deadline, and I've not had a deadline as far as looking after myself goes or losing weight goes. There's been no particular impetus to do it. Now there is. So this vlog is going to go out on a Sunday and a Wednesday. Sunday is going to be where we look at the week that's gone by, how I've done with that, and then set out the intentions for the coming week. There's no point in reviewing last week because that was Netflix and snacks, so that's not going to help. But going forwards, there's a plan, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. Wednesday's going to be like a midweek check-in, where basically I'll sort of say how the week's going, if I've had to tweak anything, show you a little bit of what I've got going on. Now, I'm very fortunate in that my girlfriend, the lovely Ashley, has put together a really cool meal plan for the pair of us for the coming sort of weeks, where we're going to start with that and see how we go on. And it's calorie controlled, so I'm not going over a super high amount of calories, and it's really good food. There's nothing on there that I don't enjoy eating. There's lots of soups and beans and pulses, and there's also space for pizza and chips and snacks and stuff. It's all really well balanced out. So I'm going to see how that goes. Training wise, I'm going to do half an hour on my stationary bike every day. I've got a racing bike which has a turbo trainer clamped to the back wheel. That turns it into like an exercise bike. So I'm going to do 30 minutes on that for the first week. And then if I feel like at the end of that 30 minutes I've got anything else left, then I might spend some time on a heavy bag or throwing a kettlebell around or something. But I'm going to play that by ear, and I'm going to take it really slowly, because I know that we have this kind of societal thing where we like a reveal and a quick result, It's like we're really keen on that when it comes to TV shows, and when it comes to, oh, look at Adele, she's lost 9 stone or whatever it was, and no one's seen her for ages, and then she comes out and she's this thin. So we're kind of addicted to that as a society. I don't like that. I think that doesn't work for me anyway. I think the best way of doing this is kind of slow and steady and just be sensible about it. So yeah, there's another one of these coming on Wednesday. I'll show you how the week's going. And I'll kind of like show you how I'm keeping track on the stuff that I need to keep track on. Now, I know that some of you are really nosy and you're going to want to know how much I weigh. So strap in, because here comes some numbers. So I am currently 105.6 kilos, which is 233 pounds, or in English money, that's 16 stone 9. That's big. It's big for me anyway. There's another issue, I suppose, which has sort of led to this happening, which is I've not had to wear any trousers particularly for months. You know, I do wear trousers, obviously, but they've got elasticated waists, and you know, I only wear jeans if I'm going out of the house, and there's not been an awful lot to go out for. So, you know, it's really easy for this to sort of slip in and be, you don't notice these sort of death of 1,000 cuts kind of thing. But anyway, that's kind of where we're up to. So welcome to the first episode. Thanks for sticking in for this long. You know how much I weigh now, which is really embarrassing. I've probably gone a little bit flush with sort of telling you that. It's a weird thing, isn't it? It's like, it's just maths. It's a science thing. It's not the end of the world. But this is the last time I'm going to be this big. Hopefully because I've become healthier and lost fat, not because I've lost a leg due to diabetes or anything. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen. So that's the plan. That's where we're up to. Thanks for joining, and you know, thanks for sticking in this long if you're still watching. If you'd like to join me on this journey, you can hit the subscribe button. And if you've enjoyed the video, give it a little thumbs up. And if you'd like a notification about when a new video goes out, ring the little bell and that'll do the job. So see you on Wednesday. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. I'm going to say thanks in advance for not saying anything too horrible in the comments. That's going to be a dark place, isn't it? So I might give that a wide berth. But anyway, thanks a million, and see you on Wednesday.